What orders, Lord Sauron?
Spoiler alert, the Rings of Power are pursuing a long-term strategy. That has been evident ever since rumors of J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay's billion-dollar 5-season plan to adapt J.R.R. Tolkien's masterpieces first surfaced. Planning is essential to telling a tale at this size and with this level of production value. However, improvisation is a big part of what makes television so amazing. Yes, it may result in less than ideal outcomes. However, improvisation, or the absence of a comprehensive plan, has produced some of the greatest television ever made.
And in the end, I foresee, one alone shall prove your utter.
For better or worse, The Lord of the Rings of Power has found itself somewhere between these two extremes. The opening segment of Season 1 and the eventual revelation on Mordor's birth made for excellent viewing. The Rings of Power Season 2 began off very well with a lengthy sequence that tells how Sauron became Halbrand, but it has struggled to keep that momentum.
I am your only future, and my path your only path.
Welcome to Movie Spy. The Rings of Power Season 2 struggles to tell compelling stories on a smaller scale, going through the motions until the very end. The two-part Siege of Eregion, a pivotal point in Sauron's ascent to power, is the culmination of all the events of Season 2. Though with a few tweaks, the show presents it as such. Not that Sauron is spearheading the push for one. As an alternative, Adar leads the charge in this conflict, which starts in the penultimate episode and ends in the finale. Though it is a beautiful sequence that unites nearly every important character on the show, the program seems unsure of where to focus its attention. The key to this siege is the deception of Celebrimbor by Sauron. This season, Charles Edwards has been among the best players, and it is entertaining to see him spar with Charlie Vickers' delectably cunning Anatar. The other aspects of the show, however, are not as intriguing. The fight to defend their race is being fought by Arondir, Galadriel, Elrond, and the other elves, but the significance of the conflict is diminished because we already know how it will end.
Durin will come.
It is obvious why these tales are interwoven with the story. Payne and McKay must provide personal stakes to Tolkien's more general themes. The series' inability to effectively tell these stories is the issue. As the Siege of Eregion draws to a close, even Sauron's fated rematch with Galadriel seems unimpressive. It is possible that the Rings of Power is playing it safe when it ought to be taking chances, depending too much on past expertise. It is easy to understand why Payne and McKay might be reluctant to take chances. For the estate of Tolkien and countless others worldwide, his mythology is priceless. However, the chances that are taken, Adar's tale, Galadriel, and Elrond's kiss, do not seem natural. It is unfortunate in light of the Siege of Eregion's sheer spectacle. Other stories, set in Middle-earth, a look at play, catch-up majors yield contradictory outcomes. One of the most significant revelations in the second season finale of The Rings of Power is that despite much speculation since his debut, the stranger is, in fact, Gandalf.
Gandalf. That's what they're going to call me, isn't it?
It is a weak one, if only because the stranger's tale has felt unrelated to the series' happenings up to this point. Everything changes now that we know he is Gandalf. However, why not make it clear from away that we are viewing the Genesis tale of one of the most recognizable characters from The Lord of the Rings?
Thank you kindly, Grandalf.
Goodbye, Grandalf. Grandalf.
Retaining this information until now is a perplexing decision that captures all that seems strange about the Rings of Power. The show may lose sight of the sheer wonder that can be evoked by Tolkien's original texts and Jackson's films in an attempt to preserve mystery. There are hints of it this season. I was pleased to see broad vistas of Elrond, Galadriel, and their elven companions traveling over Middle-earth, but the show occasionally stumbles due to its overabundance of surprises. The Rings of Power Season 2's most direct and impactful plot is the catastrophe of Khazad-dûm. As Prince Durin IV and Disa, Sophia Namvete and Owain Arthur play appropriately tragic characters who must watch as their homeland is devastated by the king's desire. The performances of Namvete Arthur and Peter Mullen as Durin III are strong and impactful, providing genuine passion to the Khazad-dûm narrative. Tolkien's stories, regardless of their media, are a testament to their emotional impact, which, when done well, may have a significant effect. This is how the Rings of Power accomplish a lot of things. But when it gets lost in trying to follow the conventions of modern television, it rings hollow, almost as if the language itself is opposing the interpretation. I still believe in the Rings of Power because it consistently demonstrates moments of genius. It is masterfully performed and portrays a timeless tale of virtue versus evil. All it needs to do is let the story's magic do its work by letting go of outside pressure and existing exactly as it is. Thanks for watching.
Khazad-dûm stands ready to offer aid once more.